Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and like the video. I really appreciate that. That keeps me motivated in doing all this video reviews for you. So please give a big thumbs up and like the channel, subscribe the channel, and I will be posting more content for you every day. Alright, so let's dive into Ripple. Alright, so let's talk about Ripple real quick. Ripple was one of the best performing coin in past 2-3 months, I would say. More than that, since it had its breakout in December, around December 12, early December. It's been in such a nice uptick pattern. It's like a picture perfect pattern. I don't know how other way to put it. It's been such a perfect picture, it has a nice breakout, consolidation, another breakout with higher volume, consolidation, another breakout with higher volume, little more consolidation, and then what happened? Volume did not keep up. Volume just could not keep up with that price action. A lot of it was just pushing up with not too many new buyers. It was just pushing up with a small volume, and all of a sudden, when the market hit all-time high, what exactly happened is people who bought it around this junction, around this $1 junction, around this junction, they started selling off. All right, and then there was even bigger sell-off that happened a few weeks ago. And then it became so oversold that we recently had a huge sell-off bounce, and now it's trying to recover from that sell-off bounce. Okay, so I originally got into Ripple around 70-80 cents. Okay, and then I added my position around at this breakoff point, which was around 120, and I then sold it around $3 mark early in right at the beginning of the January. So I made a good profit in Ripple personally. I've been following Ripple, I've been trading Ripple all this time, and recently I added a new position in Ripple. Alright, so I started my position down here at when it hit like a $1 mark, and then I added a second position around 120, 130 mark. So there are a couple of things that really attracted me toward Ripple in the second trade, if you can call it, if you want to call that, is first of all, it was sold off very heavily. So it was sold off to the point that it's just like too good to miss out. Excuse me, it was just too good to miss out on. So it have a good fundamental as far as this coin does solve a problem. It's really good coin for a banking sector. They are doing a lot of pilot project right now. With MoneyGram, for instance, they are doing a pilot project, and I have a feeling there are a lot of good projects that a lot of companies like American Express and MoneyGram, they will be doing pilot projects with Ripple in times to come. So fundamentally, so a few things for Ripple. Fundamentally, it's a very good coin to have. Second thing, when it hit that $1 price point, it was just too good to let it go and not buy it. So I started a position around that, and I'm planning to keep it for a longer term now, just because I feel like this whole overall market is turning into a reverse head and shoulder pattern right now. And my goal for Ripple, I think it is very possible that it might be hitting a $5 mark by this summer. In order to have that $5 mark, in order to have the $5 price target, it needs to have few things in its favor. First of all, positive market condition. Second, we want to see the higher volume that we saw in last couple of days. If you see this upticks on the positive upticks on the volume, they have been very heavy. So you see there have been a lot of big money came into Ripple at this price point around $1, $1.20. So a lot of big money came into the price action. That is a very positive sign for Ripple. Overall, there are a lot of pilot projects that's coming up, like MoneyGram, American Express, And finally, the one of the key thing that I have a feeling that will be coming up for Ripple is they will have a listing on Coinbase. Okay, I'm not sure, but I have a feeling that Coinbase will be introducing another coin before we hit the summer time frame, or before we probably in next month or so. And I have a feeling that it might be Ripple, just because it is pretty unique to what it is already on Coinbase, and it's one of the coin that have been proven by the community. So that will, if it get posted on Coinbase, there is no doubt in my mind that it will hit $5. Okay, so the pattern that I'm envisioning for Ripple is a minor pullback right here, going toward the $192 mark, a smaller pullback, and then possibly going to all the way up to its all-time high around 350. And then if we have a higher volume to support that breakout, then breaking out all the way and going toward $5 mark. So that's the trend that I'm envisioning in Ripple. All right, if you see the overall market, I feel like, as I said it before, it feels like it's in an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Bitcoin, Litecoin, the overall market in general, like, you know, it looks like it's an inverse head and shoulder pattern. Inverse head and shoulders are bullish, then they are bearish. All right, so keep that in mind. So Ripple right now, for short term, the key resistance level, let's put it the key resistance level for Ripple in short term. So that will kind of give you an idea of the price action when the short term resistance comes up. All right. So the first short term resistance level, we already almost hit that and bouncing back from it. It's around 160 mark. Okay. The second short-term resistance that the previous support is now a resistance. It's around 216, and then we have the around 290 mark, which was around their all-time high. So these are some short-term resistance. So they were previous support, now they are becoming resistance. All right. The MACD, if you see, MACD is trying to turn bullish on the daily time frame. So overall, Ripple, I feel like this coin have a lot of room up, potentially toward $5 mark before year end. As I said, in order to fulfill this pattern, in order to have this pattern fulfilled toward $5, it needs to have few things in its favor. It needs to continue to have the pilot projects that it have started with MoneyGram, with American Express. It needs to have positive news, overall positive news, cryptocurrency positive news in the market. And third thing is listing on Coinbase. All right, if the listing on Coinbase comes, then you can be assured, like rest assured, that Ripple will definitely make toward $5 mark. Okay, so that's my take on Ripple. Please post a comment. What do you think about Ripple? If you're holding a position in Ripple, where you bought it, where you planning to sell it, any other coins that you're holding with Ripple. So anything that you want me to talk about, I will be more than happy to talk about it here. All right, guys. Before I let you go, let's take a look at Ripple news. All right, let's just take a look at what's going on in Ripple. So Ripple surged nearly 90% in 24 hours after a sharp drop. Ripple and Stellar lead the way as crypto market shakes off. All right. So a lot of positive news in Ripple overall. I don't see anything that is very bearish or any like fundamentally wrong with Ripple. So I really believe, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, that Ripple is one of the long-term coins that I want to keep in my portfolio for 2018. All right, and I already I restarted a position back in December 2017. I added the position in late December. I sold it off around $3. I started a new position yesterday, which was around $10, $20 mark, and I added a little bit more here as well. All right, and I'm planning to keep it for longer term, just because I believe this is one of the coin that can definitely hit $5 in 2018. All right, guys, so that's my analysis for Ripple. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something today, and please subscribe and like the video, and I will be doing this video reviews for you every day. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.